Universal accidentally released all the unannounced scare zones and houses and shows coming to Halloween Horror Nights 33.
Wow, okay, I was not expecting this truss work to pop up.
Something big is about to happen at Universal Studios.
Now we do see that the wiring is going through the bushes.
Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween Horror Nights 2024 update. We have the first announcements for the scare zones. We have construction updates happening. Okay, it's time to talk about the HHN shirt of the day. It's a classic. We go back to 1995. You have the number 5 right here, and then on the back just say Halloween Horror Nights. The coolest part is honestly the hat, right? So you got Halloween Horror Nights 5. On the back it says scream your head off. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
Hello, kiddies. Crypt Keeper here, master of ceremonies at Universal Studios, all new Halloween Horror Nights. With new haunted houses to die for, you'll make some new fiends, play a scarring role in a killer show, and lots more.
Don't miss the last 2 weekends of terror. Florida residents save. Advance tickets just $22 at Ticketmaster with a 2-liter Pepsi label.
Party with me at Universal's Halloween Horror Nights. You'll dig it.
Okay, welcome back. So on that note, let's head in.
So we've made it back.
It's just not the same this HHN update season because Cabby's not here. Like I would see Cabby literally every day.
Instead of having a nice person welcome you into the park, you just get welcomed in by trying to sign up for the credit cards.
Okay, so Universal sent this out to a bunch of different people with this statement. So Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights said this. Good morning. Be sure to stay tuned to Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights social channels. New details about the horror that awaits throughout some of the scare zones and live entertainment of this year's event will be revealed this week. So yeah, it sounds like this entire week we're going to be getting kind of back to back scare zones and like show announcements. So let's go over the first official Halloween Horror Nights scare zone that's been announced. So the first scare zone announcement is going to be the Torture Fair. Come one, come all to the Renaissance Fair. Brave the glorious, gory medieval torture devices till you're put out of your misery. And then Ramon says this. Welcome to the ye old Torture Fair. So incredibly proud to have worked as the show director for this scare zone. Lots of old school HHN fun that you're all going to love. See you there. But if you look at the image in the back, there's this mysterious face. Remember we were talking about how kind of Major Sweets is like the icon of the year. So he is, but he isn't, right? He's gonna have a big presence this year, but there's another icon for this year. It's gonna be a female icon. I think it might be the one in the back of the image. I think that might be the icon of the year.
Okay, now a lot of lighting that we see above here is the same lighting from last year. They went, you know, balls to the wall with lighting, but there's new lighting that I'm seeing that I don't recognize. So let's do a little montage of the new lighting up there.
Pretty sure it's new. I don't know, everything is just kind of a blur. The smaller lights I remember from last year, but these bigger lights I don't remember because they stick out like a sore thumb. They're like really high up.
Now we still just have all the same truss work here. Nothing has popped up yet. They do have some more collectible figures for sale. Now we've seen the Stay Puft, the whole squad right there. But they got a little ET figure that we haven't seen before. And then this really detailed Elliot and ET figure that you can purchase. Or down here, they got one of Marty McFly or Doc and Marty with the clock. $80, they have a new Universe hoodie. It's gonna say E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Act 4, main theme music, Over the Moon. On the sleeve is gonna say E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Now the coolest part is honestly on the back. You got the shot. It's like almost like frame by frame. Main music, Over the Moon. He's not a goblin, he's a spaceman. And it's gonna say June 1982 right there. So it's cool, it's like a little film reel. They're still working on the tech building over here on the water. Every single piece of truss work has those same new lights on top of them. Okay, so we have 3 new lights right there. I'm gonna come over here and they're gonna have 2 right up there. Then you're gonna have 3 lights up there and then over here. Look at the size of these things. This is gonna be very interesting how this whole system is gonna be lit up. They got these massive lights down here. We're gonna come over here, right? And we got 2 lights right there. And then there's 2 massive sets of these. Holy, how are they gonna cover these up? Now we do see that the wiring is going through the bushes and you can see the wire go right there. And then nothing new with this truss work, but I'm guessing we'll see lights pop up too. So let's come over here and we got 4 lights up there. You come down here, there's 2 giant lights. And then over here, we got 2 more right there. Then over here, right next to the fence, we have 2 more massive lights and then also a little light down there that looks like it's gonna be uplighting the tree. Now there's also another light over here that'll be uplighting the building. And then 2 more these big guys. Holy heck, right here. And then we have 3 more lights up there on that truss work. All right, over here on the tree, some more lights to uplight it. We got 4 more up there, and then some more lights right here.
This sucker is gonna be all fogged out. I think that's the only way to hide all these lights. There's so many.
Last bit of truss work. 2 more lights. Then over there, there's gonna be some more uplighting on the tree.
Okay, I keep trying to count and I'm losing track because there's so many of them. Let me know if you guys have counted how many lights are in this one scare zone. So speaking about the future of Universal Studios, there was a new job posting online. So the Universal recruiter said this. Hello, network. This is a big one, really big. I can think of maybe 1 or 2 other times I posted a role like this in my 8+ years with Universal. So here we go. We have a brand new opportunity. Director, creative direction, available in Orlando. This is an executive level role with the main responsibilities of driving the design and overall creative process intent for a major project. This role is a leader of leaders and is truly the chance of a lifetime. The team is looking for someone who has an extensive career in theme park design, and specifically someone who has led all aspects of the design process from initial idealization to final installation in the field. Multiple creative directors and art directors will directly or indirectly report up to this person. So previous experience in those or similar roles in world-class themed entertainment, attraction design is required. Something big is about to happen at Universal Studios. Again, the next 10 years is insane. One of the other interesting job application things out there is I got sent this. They're looking for like content creators to work for Universal Studios. Now it's interesting because they just laid off a bunch of people on the social media team, so they could be hiring new people, but it does look like today the official kind of application has come out. I guess they didn't have enough people apply for it, or they didn't find the right people. So if you want to apply, here's the whole little rundown. Okay, so it says Universal Orlando Resort seeks superfans to appear in the Fanny Pack, a new Discover Universal YouTube vlogger style series that entertains and educates viewers on what to do when visiting the theme park destination. Calling all the Universal Orlando Resort superfans, Discover Universal, the destination's trip planning hub, is on the hunt for theme park enthusiasts to be the star of its brand new YouTube series, The Fanny Pack. The vlogger style series will feature a rotating cast of diverse fans, appropriately titled The Fanny Pack, highlighting all there is to experience at Universal Orlando through unscripted and unimprovised video segments, challenges, and additional fun video content. The series audition process will ask fans to grab their camera and submit a vlogger style tour of their favorite local spot while answering questions to learn more about them and their love for Universal Orlando. So pretty much Universal wants to like pay vloggers to be vloggers for them, but they're saying they want unscripted and improvised video segments. That doesn't work when you're dealing with IPs. It's gonna be very interesting to see what content is posted for this. Theme park vloggers are already posting this stuff. Now Universal's trying to take a crack at it. This whole thing is just so bizarre.
I love seeing the DeLorean, but look at over there. What is happening over there for that scare zone?
So if you guys are in California, there's a new kind of experience coming for the new Beetlejuice film. Alice and I already bought our tickets for when we're out there, so we're not going opening day, but we'll eventually get out there for the experience. But it sounds pretty cool. This is the whole little rundown. Okay, so the Beetlejuice Twitter posted this. We saved a seat for you. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, the Afterlife experience arrives in Los Angeles this summer. Book the hottest tickets 6 feet under. So it's going to be immersive and interactive, featuring recreated sets, live entertainment, a cast of eccentric ghosts, and more. 6 feet under surprises. You'll make memories that'll last ... at least a lifetime. There's also going to be Afterlife Diner and Gift Shop. Satisfy your eternal hunger at the Afterlife Diner with some food and drinks. Then grab some eye-popping exclusive merch in the gift shop. There's also going to be a nostalgia factor. Venture into the visual iconic world of the afterlife in this all-new official interactive experience based on Tim Burton's films. You don't want to miss it. So many are dying to get in. I always love this little interactive kind of paid experience. I believe it's the same company that did, remember that like Harry Potter walkthrough experience that I did? So they're saying it's like 70 minutes. Hopefully it's good. So yeah, we got a couple busy California trips.
There's a massive line outside the Simpsons attraction. Why? You could hear active construction happening within the Fear Factor stage.
Do we still call it the Fear Factor stage? It's just wild to me that like nothing never fills the spot during the entire year. There's no new shows. We already knew kind of the Fuel Girls were returning this year, but they just posted on their social media this. So the Fuel Girls posted on Instagram, they said, will we see the return of Nightmare Fuel this August? And it tagged every single person in front of the stage. So aka, yes, Nightmare Fuel is returning. So again, we have confirmation that they are returning this year. We still don't know what the show is about. Oh, that comment aged like milk. You'll see at the end of the video. All right, let's head in the Wizarding World, see if there's anything new for the Death Eater Scare Zone. It's a busy day, holy crap. The new spell that replaced the Shrunken Heads is here.
Alright, so they still have the spell here, so everybody keeps coming over here for the spell. There's no sensor, there's no spell to set off. It's just kind of a light detailed window now. If you're coming over here to do the spell, there's no more spell to do.
Now we are supposed to get new wands and new spell, but yeah, there's no new spell in there. So I don't know. I thought the new wands were coming this summer. Also over here, I remember there's like a guy with a flame that would like climb up and climb down, but that is also missing.
But it's now gone. So it's normally like right there. That's where the other little spell was.
Like everybody's buying the wands. They're coming to do the spells, but there's no spells to do. So they're standing around thinking something's supposed to happen, but it's not.
If you look right here, they still have the little medallion, but then the spell is gone right there. Here we go. We're in San Francisco now. Wow. Okay, I was not expecting this trustwork to pop up. It's gonna be very interesting to see what this becomes. Is it gonna become like a building, or we walk underneath something? Like, I'm very intrigued by how this is gonna look. It looks like we got some more lights, and they're connected by a cable now. So we got all those lights, all the lights on the trustwork. And then we got all the ones over there. Now again, the Beat Builder show has moved to City Walk, so we'll go see that in a little bit.
There's a special little offering happening at the end of August. So on August 30th, 2024, they're gonna be celebrating National Frankenstein Day. Horror wouldn't be horror without the original baddie. Stop by Universal Studios Florida's Five and Dime to snap a pic with the big guy himself. Okay, so then when Midsummer is coming up, I believe it's next week. I'll be there filming it all for you guys. But I believe that's when the last HHN house announcement will be. They'll probably announce it right before probably the panel, right? Yeah, that clip didn't age well either. We'll talk about it in a little bit. And then John Murdy will talk about the Universal Monsters house that's coming, and then also an original house at the panel. I believe that's what's gonna be happening. I cannot wait to go to Midsummer. It's one of my favorite conventions, but I did get a little bit more information about the Universal Studios booth that they're gonna be having there. So at the Universal Products and Experiences booth, it's gonna feature Universal Monsters, Chucky, and Megan with exclusive product, daily giveaways, photo ops, and more. So on Saturday, July 27th, Bride and Frankenstein's Monster and Dracula will be meeting there. And then on Sunday, July 28th, an appearance from Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood creative director John Murdy will be signing an exclusive art piece. And then in other HHN Hollywood news, Theme Park Parker said this: the Universal Horror Show is a brand new concept potentially debuting at HHN Hollywood within the DreamWorks Theater. This show is rumored to celebrate Universal's history with all the Universal monster movies and more. And then there's some rumors about Epic Universe. We saw this fun little fact, right, when they talked about the Dark Universe stuff, how the Phantom of the Opera is going to have an organ that's going to have 14 individual flame points that shoot vertical over 3 feet in the air and dance with synchronized music. Over at the Alley Chicago store, there was this posted about an organ that has flames that go up, and this might be the same company making the one for Universal.
I just popped into the main Universal Studios store. There's a new bag, $85. You have SpongeBob with the imagination. And then also rainbow strap. It's a heavy bag though. I don't know if you can wear this as a backpack. There's also a new SpongeBob beanie, $25. And then $22, we have some Sing headbands. You have the pig character and then the little koala character. I haven't seen the film, so I don't know their names, but you can have those now as the little ears. For $22, there's also a new little Tim one. So Tim is kind of dressed up as Po from Kung Fu Panda. That says I Heart Tim.
Okay, we're heading into City Walk now.
See if they have any hats left at the Hard Rock Cafe. They still have a couple left. $45. Let's hop in the Universal Studio store here at City Walk. They got a big display up for Despicable Me 4. I haven't seen these yet. $17. They have this little minifigure set. So it comes with one little mystery one. So we have the Minions Party Bus bunch and then the AVL squad. I still haven't seen the new film yet. $25. We have this adorable little Bob mug. And then on top is little Tim, and it comes a little stirring spoon with little Tim right there. Also a new Bob little cup where he's holding Tim. And then $28 they have this little glitter backpack. I love Fluffy with the little unicorn, but it's a really small bag. $25 they have some unicorn little slippers, so they have small, medium, extra large, or large. Some new Scooby-Doo merch. You get a little journal. You got the whole gang right there. The mystery machine. You're looking at $15 for the journal. And then on the inside, you'll have Scooby and then the mystery machine. $25 for a new Scooby-Doo mug. $32 for the tumbler, mystery machine, Scooby-Doo. It's gonna be the same design on the back. And then $24 for this 3-pack of socks. Like you have Scooby-Doo on a bunch of the different socks. $35, they have a new Scooby-Doo Loungefly fanny pack. It's a big fanny pack, so you can fit a lot of things in there. $79, they have this adorable little Scooby-Doo Loungefly. His hands unbuckle, and he's holding some Scooby snacks. You can put a water bottle or something in there for Scooby-Doo to hold for you. When you attach Scooby's hands, it's a separate bag. So then there's Scooby right there, and then here's the small little carrying bag. It's a Scooby snack bag, and then on the inside, it's the same design as that fanny pack. But that's fun. You can detach it. It's a bag of chips that he's holding on to. $85 for this massive Loungefly. You have Scooby and Shaggy. They're eating all the different snacks. And on the zipper, there's some Scooby snacks. $85, we have a new Hello Kitty pink Loungefly. It's got like confetti in the ear and then also the smaller bag. There's also a little matching wallet for $55. We have a wide variety of chocolate frogs now. So you can mix and match. 3 for $35. You can get milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or white chocolate. The white chocolate ones are the new ones. Now you can tell by the packaging, it'll say white chocolate on this. Dark chocolate's gonna have kind of a more copper tone to the box. And then milk chocolate's gonna be the classic design that we've seen for years. So I believe it's all the exact same cards, it's just different flavors of chocolate now. So they have the Beat Builders over here in City Walk now. They have a theme night for the Coconut Club. It's going to say, City Walk invites you to Latin night. Thursdays in July from 5 p.m. till 12 a.m.
Let's go back to the office. Okay, guys, we are back in the office. Wow. Someone call a plumber because there's some leaks at Universal. Universal accidentally released all the unannounced scare zones and houses and shows coming to Halloween Horror Nights 33. Rumored. I was sent lists by countless people, and we have descriptions now of the houses. I don't know what happened. Something went majorly wrong, but every team member and their mother knows the whole house list because Universal accidentally released it a little too early. Yeah. So let's do the whole rundown. Now, the video that I filmed at Universal, we've kind of like scrapped it. That's why it's a little short at Universal Studios, because we're talking about this now. Like, I was on the drive home from Universal and my phone is blowing up and I was like, oh my God, what happened? Okay, so the final house announcement for Halloween Horror Nights 2024 this year is rumored to be Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines. Join Saskia Van Helsing and the Bride of Frankenstein as they face off against Dracula's daughters and her monstrous alliance. I'm guessing this isn't going to be connected to Dark Universe. I think this is going to be a sequel to The Bride of Frankenstein Lives. I'm guessing this was supposed to be announced right before the panel for HHN with Murdy. And then there's also information about the nighttime show. As we know, the Fuel Girls are returning. I believe last year they said to us that Nightmare Fuel was the last year of it. It is rumored to be returning. So it's rumored to be called Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus. Step into a dark circus, a twisted nightmare you're cursed to relive over and over. It's a sinister spectacle of pyro and aerialists. I thought they were gonna have something new this year. Like, the Nightmare Fuel show is amazing. People love it. I just thought we were gonna get something different this year. And then for the scare zones, as you know, I believe they're gonna be announced throughout the entire week officially. Now, these are just rumored, right? So the first scare zone is rumored to be called Duality of Fear. Then the next one is gonna be Demon Queens. And the next one is gonna be Swamp of the Undead. I'm guessing that's gonna be in Central Park. I'm sure it's gonna be like all fogged up. And that's why there's so many lights there. I think that's where it's gonna go. Then we have Torture Fair and then Enter the Blumhouse. So I think Enter the Blumhouse is going into the Hollywood scare zone. That was rumored to be like the weekend, and then we lost that. Now we still don't know the full descriptions. We just know kind of the names of the rumored scare zones. So there is gonna be some more information coming this week, right? That we don't know. So we fully don't know what's happening within the scare zones or the overarching story. But I'm intrigued. I think the scare zones might be decent this year. I'm actually really excited for all the scare zones this year, right? I love to see what the makeup teams come up with and the costume designers, because it's something truly special seeing what they put on at HHN in those scare zones. So I'm excited to see the work and the craftsmanship that is pulled off this year. And I'm gonna say, honestly, I think you should do the HHN preview night. I know it costs a lot, but I think we're gonna be walking around like with zero weights, and it's gonna be like a ghost town. And I think it's gonna be unlike any other HHN experience, because it's gonna be like you're at the park alone. So I'm excited to do that, because this is probably the only time we're gonna be able to do like all 10 houses in a night, because I still don't think the expresses are coming back to the freaking Fear Passes. Guys, on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family.
because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Halloween Horror Nights and Universal Studios around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon. Aged like milk.
You
can get milk chocolate, dark chocolate, or